Welcome to Garage Gym Athlete Cool Downs. These episodes are short, actionable podcasts pulled from previous interviews and content we've been publishing for the last several years. So go for a walk, hop on the rower, or clip into the bike for this cool down episode. Your own experience in coaching, discussions with other high-level coaches and thought leaders in the industry. How do you go about sharpening the axe, if you will?
Oh, I've had the best. I'd hate to leave out anybody, but it goes back to my brothers who are all Division I athletes. And then, of course, I would have to, let's bring up two big time ones. There's more, but it would, of course, be Dick Notmeyer, who I still talk to. I love him. He's 86 years old. Still, he told me last time some bad news. He can either lift or ride his bike every day. He can no longer do both, which is pretty impressive for someone that age. But I met Dick literally when he was coming out of the bathroom at a weightlifting meet, and he invited me up to his gym. And 5 days a week, I Olympic lifted for about 3 hours a day, and he charged us a quarter, 25 cents a week, for 15 hours, 16 hours of training a week.
Nice. And
when I first met him, I weighed 162. 4 months later, I weighed 202, all traps and thighs and lower back. And I went from being a good high school thrower to being a Division I athlete. He changed my life in so many different ways. When something bad would happen, and something bad always happens, he would sit down and tell a story. And his method of coaching was always, you can overcome just about anything if you just stick with it, just stay with it. Front squats and protein, man, that's the answer to all life's problems. Well, and then I went off to Utah State. Now, when I was a ninth grade discus thrower, I threw 103, which is fine for a ninth grader. But my brother Richard brought me down to Track and Field News, and I bought a book called the Track and Field Omni Book. And in it, it talked about Ralph Maughan at Utah State University. And I told my sister, I said, I want to go to Utah State University and throw the discus for Ralph Maughan. Well, I figured, there's no way he'd be around. Well, my sophomore year in college, I get a phone call one night, and it is, "Hello, I'm Ralph Maughan from Utah State University, and I'd like to offer you a full ride scholarship to come and throw for us." And it took 6 years to get there. I had to go to junior college. But so always be careful what you set your goals on. But when I met Coach Maughan, I'd never met somebody who could simplify the path to success any better in my life. He told me on day one, if you lift weights 3 days a week and you throw the discus 4 days a week for 8 years, you'll be great. And I wish I'd have followed that simple. I made it way too complicated. But he was just a real simple guy who loved to keep things, I hate to keep using the word simple, but simple. He just understood the value in keeping things.
Thanks for listening to today's Cool Down. If for some ridiculous reason you are not subscribed to Garage Gym Athlete Programming, fix that problem right now. Go to garagegymathlete.com, sign up for a free trial, get started with us today. Thanks for listening.